In this video, we are going to be checking out this new cooking pot. It's the Tomshoo 900 milliliters titanium cooking pot. I have to say, I really like it. Really good price. I got it at a bargain price. I want to compare it in this video up against my really favored and tried and tested Jetboil Zip system. Okay, really good bit of kit, but I'm taking this one out a whole lot more now. And I want to show you how I pack this up and what this comes with in terms of as a cooking system, and now what I use as a cooking system with Mr. Tomshoo. I mean, I think you might like this. I hope you stick around and check out the entire video. It may surprise you what we've got in here. So when you receive it, it comes in a box like this. As we open it up, it comes in this material drawstring bag, and this is the Tomshoo 900 millimeter titanium cooking pot. So what we'll see straight up from the outside is that it's got some increment markings. It looks like it's back to front, yes indeed, but it's for a reason, and I'll show you that very shortly. A stainless steel handle here. It's got spot welded bracket on the side here. To open this up, we need to press this together like so. We just lift it up and it snaps into place. There's a lid. Now the lid itself has 3 little steam vent holes. That's pretty much it. It's just a press fit lid, and that's all there is to that. When you look on the inside, you can see it's got 0.2 litres, 0.35 litres, 0.5 litres, and 0.65 litre increment markings, and all the way to the top is 900 mils. So this pot is very light. Let's actually get the scales. On its own, it is 118 grams. The lid, peeny 21 grams. And when we put it all together, 139 grams. The size of this pot, from bottom to top, 130 millimeters. That's 13 centimeters, folks. From the inside to the inside, we're talking 95 millimeters. So the handle here, stainless steel, and it's got this sliding bracket there. And one reason that I see for the sliding bracket is, I guess, when you push it like that, you cannot squeeze it. It kind of locks the squeeze handle into place. And we need to actually pull it up in order to compress it and to turn it up. And this is where you get your lid, you put your contents inside, close it up, snap it over. So overall, I like that feel of it, and I think it feels like a very good product. It's titanium, for crying out loud. Look, it's not indestructible, but it's a very light metal and great for, you know, hiking, compact camping, or light camping, I'd say. So let's compare the Tomshoo titanium cooking pot 900 milliliters up against my tried and tested Jetboil Zip system, which is a 800 milliliter capacity. So straight away, we are seeing a difference in the size there. Definitely a lot more compact. And very shortly, I'll show you exactly what I pack into this, just to give you an idea. So let me just first of all do a comparison here, what you can pack into the 900 mils Tomshoo titanium cooker. First of all is, I'll just point out, I don't really have a proper cup with this. Now, I like my Sega Summit X cup. Okay, it's a great cup, but I cannot pack it into this. It has to simply go on top. Now you might say, hang on, the Jetboil actually has a cup on the bottom. Yes, this is true, but it's not really a cup, is it? This is more of like, I don't know, you can put your porridge in here or something like that, I guess. It's not really a cup. I mean, you're gonna drink out of this thing? I'd rather drink out of this thing, mate. But it's handy, I guess you can pour some porridge in, or some soup or something like that, if you don't want to keep it in the main canister there. I keep a lighter there because the Jetboil Zip does not have a piezo starter, so you've got to take some form of ignition source. It's got the lid, then we tip it out like so. We have the tri-folding legs, which honestly I use almost never. And then we've got this 100 gram canister, and then we've got our burner head here, no piezo starter, and we have an 800 milliliter capacity standard titanium cooking pot there, okay? So that's your Jetboil Zip system, but you need to add this on top. And to be fair, I actually really love my Jetboil. I use it a lot. Now, I don't do any kind of through camping, you know, I might do overnight camping. For me and my type of overnight camping, I love this system. It's great. And it's served me really, really well over the years. But I think this is now my new favorite compact system. So let me show you my new Loadout system for how I like to just cook things or have my cup of coffee. And pretty much you saw this was a whole lot smaller in every way compared to that. Before I get into it, you need to have some sort of a stove, don't you? Now, this is my new favorite cheap stove. It just cost me $15, and I want to just show you what it's like. Okay, put this little pack on the side, and I absolutely love this. This is no brand, although I have seen Wide Sea from AliExpress have actually sold one exactly like this, but then this one was a no-name brand. I'll do a review on this and a few other really ultra cheap, ultra budget camp cooking stove systems that I've got that I think you will be interested in seeing in an upcoming video. Without going into too much detail about this cooker, apart from it has a nice wide head similar to the Soto Windmaster. And this is why this actually works really, really well. But it also comes with a Triflex stand. Let me just show you how this all packs up first of all. So we get our new Tomshoo pot. We open her up. What I will be using is my 100-gram Jetboil canister. It's 90 millimeters or 9 centimeters wide. And if you remember, the width of this inside here was 95 millimeters or 9.5 centimeters. What we see is no problems. Look at that. Perfect. And this is a main reason why I got this. Now, when I do a loadout with this, I always like to have a little scrubber. So, you know, I'll just chuck it in the bottom there, like so. I'll chuck the gas canister inside. Next, I take my cup. I compact my Sega Summit X cup, in it goes. I love this whole system. Then I get my super cheap stove, Wide Sea or no name brand. I've got my Triflex support, similar to what the Soto Windmaster sells as an additional stand. Pretty much fits the Soto, by the way. Now I need some ignition source too, don't I? Oh, I've got a lighter. Chuck that in. And look, I can put so much extra stuff on top. Look how much room I still have. I've got my gas canister, I've got my stove cooking system, I've got an ignition source, and I've even got my X cup in there too. Room to put more in. We close it up, and then we close the handle, we compress it a bit, and turn it over. Done deal. And the beauty of the handle being over on the front is pretty much it keeps the contents inside. Now, it's not perfect because look, there is still a little bit of gap there, but really, ultimately, it's not going to tip out, is it? Look at that. Okay. I really, really like that. The Tomshoo titanium cooker, 900 mils. And look at that. Everything in there, including a cup. The only thing I'm missing from here, compared to here, is this has kind of this, I don't know, little additional plastic cup, which I've never used to hold any food or anything like that. And the only other thing it's missing as well is it doesn't come with this. Now, how many times have I actually used this for my Jetboil? Never. I keep it in there and I don't know why, but this has been magical for me. So how much does this whole kit and caboodle weigh? 492 grams. 492 grams for an ultra compact Loadout stove, cooker, pot system made out of titanium. Absolutely love it. It's really, really good. Let's compare the weight of that to a full Loadout in that. Let's pack this all together. Our lighter. Okay, that's my standard Loadout. How much does it weigh? 585 grams. So it weighs 80, 90 grams more than this Loadout system, but it doesn't have the cup like this. If I was to weigh it together with the cup, then we go to 632 grams. Now that may or may not be an issue for you in terms of weight. Some people are so, I don't know, so really all over the grams and how much things weigh. But I just wanted to give you a comparison between the two systems. You can see the difference, and in terms of size, I absolutely love the size of this. So much smaller, so much more compact with everything that fits in. And I think it's actually really just magic. Just check it out. So much more tight and more compact. But the question is the performance of this much, much better than my cheap $15 stove, wide C or no brand stove that I got with the Tomshoo? Which one, I don't know, brings water to the boil faster? Which one has better performance? Well, let's test that next. All I'm going to be doing is cooking up 500 mils of water and showing you the difference between the heat exchange system in terms of speed and using my standard cheap $15 stove and cooking up 500 mils of water to the rolling boil. We'll time it and you can have a bit of an idea of the difference between the two. 500 mils of water. There we go. Remembering this is only butane gas. There we go, and we will hit start. And by the way, folks, there is a ever so slightly gentle breeze blowing this way. And there we go, folks. Let's stop it. Just over 4 minutes. Using just standard butane gas, this isn't isobutane, just over 4 minutes to bring 500 mils to a rolling boil. Let's put the Tomshoo to the test. There we go, 500 mils right to the increment. Let's get the fire started here. And we'll hit start. And there we go, just clocked over. Let's turn it off. About 20 seconds longer than our grand champion over here. Now, I just want to remind you, I've used butane gas here. If I was to use isobutane gas, the performance actually is better. And I know for a fact I can boil up 500 mils of water in this with isobutane gas in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And if I was to use isobutane on this actually would burn a bit more hotter. But in all honesty, we're talking a minute difference realistically, aren't we? Now, one of the things about this pot compared to the Jetboil over there, when the contents in there are boiling hot, well, you have a handle here, you can grip it and it's not hot and you can tip out the contents as you need to. With the Jetboil, you have this material handle over here and it does the job okay, but I'll be honest with you, I prefer having a handle that I can grab like this. So let's get this all packed up one more time. Get my cup in here, always keep it in there. Now, something I will show you is, this is just as a side note, I don't really tend to take this much out, okay? One reason is just because of how loose it ends up sitting. I mean, like, I didn't really like that. So for me, that's a little bit of a con, just how it could sit there better. It's not a deal breaker. Look, nothing falls out, but it's not the greatest. So what I actually did, you may be interested in this, I don't know, is I actually designed and 3D printed my own lid. Now, this is not a high temperature ABS plastic, it's just PLA. I just did it as a prototype and it actually works really, really well. This is not to use while you're cooking, okay? Because this will get distorted and it's not for its purpose. But the design of it, just check it out. So this is what I came up with. It's got a handle here that you can pick it off easily. It's kind of designed like this where it presses in. There is a little bit of a spout there, which I don't really use. I don't know why I did that, but I just did. The beauty of this is it actually sits on, look at this, perfectly. Now, not only that, but when I close her up, look at that. And I really like that. So as I got my contents in, this indented part actually compresses it down, and it is fantastic. Yeah, this is handy, but I don't really use that personally. I just use the lid for storage of it. When I cook open lid, mate, and it's perfectly fine. I like to see what I'm cooking. It doesn't make any difference. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on my 3D design lid there. I think it's great. Look at that. Fantastic, just for Mr. Tomshoo. The final thing that I'll mention in this video is price. Now, first of all, this whole zip system, generally speaking, I can find this for $180. 180 Australian dollars delivered right into my pretty little hands by Mr. Postman. It's a tried and tested system. It's great. It works extremely well. Been very happy with it, and I'm never unhappy with Jetboil. It's fantastic. But if money is important to you, maybe this is an option, because I want to show you price-wise, okay, what are we looking at here? Okay, I'll pull everything out. Okay, first of all, the Tomshoo titanium 900ml pot. And remember, this is 100 milliliters more capacity than this. 800ml, 900ml. I found it on special, but AliExpress, $32. So $32 posted to me, Australian. Then I found my U-Butte little stove, and this costed me $15 posted to me in Australia. What are we up to? 32, 15, $47, right? Even comes with the Triflex support. You got to get yourself a lighter for that or for that. And what's this worth? $1 at the petrol station or something like that. So what are we up to here? We're now up to $47, $48, and then we've got one more thing to buy. I bought this off Amazon, $10 posted to me, this X cup. So we are now up to, what, $58. So $58, little sponge that you had in the kitchen already. 58 bucks. Chuck it all in there. $58, $180. 58, 180. 58, 180. I'm sure you're getting the picture, right? It's not including the gas. Get your own gas, buddy. But we're just talking about the cooking setup and system and what it comes with. So let me know your thoughts. What do you reckon? Do you reckon this is a great little compact system? I actually really love this. Fits into my biking backpack, my hiking bag. I take it everywhere. Form factor is smaller, bit more tinier, compact, and definitely cheaper. Sound off in the comment section what your thoughts are. I might put a few links in the description if you're interested in this product, and feel free to check it out for yourself. Thank you for watching the video as always, and I'll catch you on the next one.